lovers, have you ever considered adding some to your outdoor space? I know we have. Kimberly is back now to show us how, and one of the first things that comes to mind is sculptures. So what do you have behind you right now, Kimberly?
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? This is a gigantic pine cone, and this is by an artist named Floyd Elzinga. And obviously a piece like this, it's such a statement. It's going to be an investment piece, but you should see how pretty this is with the pool open in the winter with snow on it. It's just spectacular. Not all of us want to spend this much on a piece of artwork outdoors.
I agree 1,000%. But let's talk about where we might be able to find some affordable outdoor art.
At your neighbors? No, that's wrong. That's just wrong.
Is it?
No, you know, a great resource, right? Yeah. Just a great resource if you train yourself, garden centers. They always have things that will work. So, for example, orbs. I'm obsessed with circles and orbs and balls. We found these concrete balls very affordable. They look spectacular here in the garden. They are currently surrounded by lavender, but again, in the winter, snow on them. They're just as pretty. And if you take a step back and you look at that swing in the distance, you see that the swing actually becomes an artwork installation as well. I said I loved circles. I know I'm always attracted to circles. I found these oil drum lids, not easy to say, oil drum lids years ago, and we mounted a bunch of them on this covered porch. Now, since it's covered, the paint bits that are left will be retained. But if these were moved outside, they're metal. They would just turn a rust color, which would be lovely. And I know at another client who lives not too far from here, we found these rusted out circles. It almost looks like a gigantic coil springs for a huge giant's sofa. Anyway, we installed it vertically and planted Virginia creeper in it. And it's amazing and very, very affordable.
I love all of those ideas. They are beautiful. Okay, let's talk about, being a little crafty. Can you DIY your own outdoor art pieces?
I don't know. Can you, Tracy?
No, I can't. Can you?
No. No, I really admire people who can. So I'll tell you, there is a sculpture we have by artist Ralph Hicks, and it's made of what looks to me like wire formed cubes that have been bent. If you go to the hardware store, you can find wire like that, fancy materials and things like that. And if you're crafty, you probably could figure out how to weld that and secure it. And then this one has been painted red because we wanted it to be able to pop in the wintertime with snow on it. So it's so pretty. It's really, really big, but really technically super affordable. And I hope Ralph Hicks isn't mad that I'm telling people just to go and DIY his artwork. That's just not right. I can't do it. Anyway, also years and years ago, I'm obsessed with foo dogs. I love dogs in general, but foo dogs I'm obsessed with. And I found these at the Paris flea market, shipped them back here. They've been sitting in front of this front door for the last 12, 14 years. Indestructible, not inexpensive. However, when you're at the garden center, you're going to find a lot of statues that are made of materials that imitate stone. They're going to be much more lightweight and very affordable, and that will work as well. When all else fails, a beautiful planter can look like a piece of art as well.
Yeah, they totally are. So I love all of these ideas. And one thing I really love, I love being able to interact with public art as well. I hold any spaces that do public art in high regard. I feel like we need more of it in our city. But the installations are usually large, including the pieces that you're showing right now in this backyard. So let's talk about that. I love it, but do they need to be large pieces?
Well, they really do, because your ceiling is pretty high up there if you're thinking about space, right? So they do need to be much bigger, and a lot of times you'll go into a shop and you'll think that's huge, but outdoors it'll really be dwarfed. One thing you can do to elevate a piece, obviously, is put it on a plinth. So I found this horse's head many, many years ago, having nothing to do with The Godfather, at a garden show, and it was for sale. And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. It was in my garage for many years. We finally found a place for it. Now, this is a total construction site, so don't look around, but this head is going to go here, and we needed a plinth for it, or a platform. The platforms and the plinths were so expensive, more expensive than the piece of art. So I got a planter and turned it upside down. voila, a plinth. I thought that was pretty genius.
You're pretty smart. See, she's not just cute, everybody. Very good, Kimberly. Oh, I love the tips. I love outdoor art. I love public art. It's all so delicious. Thank you, Kimberly.